This is demonic, and this is ridiculously impossible light activity. That's impossible light activity. This is what is group stalking. Inclusion of children under the age of majority in this terrorism. More impossible light. 6:05 p.m. at the same property and in the same perfect alignment with the entryway of the library, by the way. All right. Specific with regard to placement in every regard, and also the impossible maintenance of a light source. 6:05 p.m. You're going to remember I am inside of the Fontana Lewis Library at 6:05 p.m. and at that property where the entity is maintaining a light source over me as I enter it in the morning, capturing it in the evening as well. And today again I remain at the library in Chino, and this is not the sun that is going to be visible, in other words, at the same time. And I'm laughing because it's pathetic, not because it's funny. This is entirely demonic. But this is the evidence with which it is establishing what is federal group stalking and monitoring. Group stalking is a real system, and it's satanic. And it is revealing what is an unknown condition, all right? That which the people of the state seek to physically conceal. They cannot conceal it. They're in a demonic environment, and they are pacing around in what is directed light. That's direct evidence of their condition and the criminal activity that they're engaging in. That's why you're aiming what is impossible light inside. Impossible meaning light, sunlight, the sun, first of all, is not present over the Fontana Lewis Library, okay, meaning over Sierra Avenue and Spring Street, that same street where I'm standing at 9:48 in the morning, and that light source is still there, aiming into what is the Sierra Avenue side of the Fontana Lewis Library, into the depths as I've shown you that light activity, and these same exact demon-possessed minions that are driving on Sierra Avenue, and you see that flashing light all inside of that library. Remember that show that the minions put on? All right, so I'm in Chino, California, and this is the front of the Chino Library. So let me be clear with regard to what is where I'm at, 8DTH010. This is where I'm at. And this is engaging in stalking right in your face. It's an impermissible threat. This is going to be grounds of federal prosecution. This is what the entity is doing today. Stalking right in your face, threatening you right in your face, engaging in criminal activity with the government right in your face, including those under the age of majority, engaging in what is terrorism, sexually violent, surveillance in the bathroom, molestation with directed light, doing it right in your face. This is grounds of what is going to be federal policy addressing the people of the state, this demon-possessed entity engaging in surveillance. The entity's light source, the sun, in other words, is not over Sierra Avenue at that same property where it's present over me at 9:48 a.m. The Fontana Lewis Library. In addition to that, it is not here and at the same time visible through what is the Sierra Avenue side of the Fontana Lewis Library. This is, again, 6:05 p.m. The entity is keeping at light source outside of what is the Chino Library, and also you have what is light that is supposedly, this is supposedly sunlight. This is the ridiculous light. That's why I show you inside. I guess this is supposed to be sunlight that's shooting through the window and spreading onto the floor inside. All right, that is the pattern. That's what you're looking at inside of the Fontana Lewis Library. Doing it in what is a bigger building. That's what you're looking at. That's what I document inside of the Ovid Family Community Library. That is referred to as what is directed light. It's engineered light. It's impossible. It's the witness. You are witnessing in that very presence of that light, the presence of the demon possessed around you. Okay, it is demonic. That environment is demonic, and it is indicative of what is the condition of those that are in that environment, and it is entirely malicious. They are placing you under surveillance while they seek to maintain an outward appearance of absolute normalcy, and as you are looking at it. All right, 11:09 a.m., 6:09 p.m. right now. That is 7 hours, okay, at the same property, and aiming light also into the depths, as though then the sun is not only remaining for 7 hours over one parking lot, over one venue, directly over my head, to being right here over my face. All right, that's the pattern. I told you, being on one side of my person and then the other side of my person in the evening, as though that's the east and the west, anywhere that I go, regardless of where I go, stalking with light, okay? Maintenance of direct light inside of the venue, stalking with light while they're walking around, going in and out of the bathroom, walking in and out of the entrance, engaging in what is walking throughout the book stacks. They're stalking with light inside of the venue, and this is the pattern of conduct. It is 6:10 p.m. and this is P.O.C.